Alright folks, so here we are, one big bugger coming back at you with another round of Let's Play Mass Effect, and we are continuing with our female Paragon Shepherd. We just finished rescuing Dr. Liara Tassoni, and we are going to go talk with the crew. Now, I will be working to adjust my volume back and forth between talking and all that and action scenes. I think that's something I'm going to have to do, because talking and whatnot is really quiet. Action scenes are intensely loud. I guess there's really just no way around that. Something else I've decided to do, and I wanted to touch on this before I move on and talk to Caden over there, and that is simply the fact that when I jump to Mass Effect 2, when I'm done with this playthrough and jump over to Mass Effect 2, I have decided that I'm going to continue with my male shepherd and continue on the renegade path. I've chosen this because the renegade path would probably be a lot more fun and entertaining for people to watch than the Paragon path. If I get any feedback at all, if I get subs and people tell me, hey, you know, we want to see the Paragon side, we want to see your female shepherd, then I will do another playthrough on the Paragon side, excuse me, with my female shepherd. But until then, I'm just going to stick with my male shepherd on the renegade, but we will continue with the female shepherd on the Paragon side, gaining a little renegade points here and there, just for entertainment value, personally my entertainment value. So let's go talk to Caden, and we get our ultra shiny face on.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Turn this up a little bit for this.
I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training.
It must be politically correct. Because if we're not politically correct, you know, things are bad.
Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander.
Yeah, I can't help but lead them on a little bit.
I'd like that.
But, like I said, I will be going with, the good old doctor over here, because, it's just the way I want to go, especially with the Shadow Broker. So, we'll just lead poor Caden on for a little while, and then we'll dump him.
Are you coming to check up on me?
Yes,
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten
you look
Prothean
like a bald
ruins.
Smurf.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
You probably
All children
did,
rebel
honestly.
against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate.
I wonder if those eyebrows are
I never
natural
meant to
if they
offend you,
draw
Shepard.
them in.
I only meant that you would
Almost
be an
looks like they
interesting
were an
specimen for an
afterthought.
in-depth study. No,
I think she'd have
that's
been
even
fine
worse.
without him.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Oh.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We
Me
were
and
the
my
first
big mouth
species
about
to
going through
discover the
everything.
Citadel.
I guess the only
We were
reason I'm
instrumental
having
in
a hard
forming the
time
council,
going through everything
and
is
we
because I've
always
already gone
strive to
through
be
it
the voice
before.
of peaceful cooperation
Yeah,
in
well,
galactic disputes.
A playthrough is a
My
playthrough,
people
and I will
believe we are
adhere
all
to
part
my
of a single
rules. Damn
galactic
it.
community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of
I
the union.
am honestly
The true
trying to
connection is
picture an
mental.
Asari and a
Our
Krogan right
physiology
about
allows
now,
us to
and
meld
after
with
that
other
statement,
beings.
so are
We
you.
can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Derp.
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
I wonder if that
Benezia
will
never
show up
spoke of her
somewhere,
partner.
exploring her
Whatever happened, it caused her too much
parentage,
pain to
maybe
dwell
in
on
Mass
it.
Effect 3.
She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many
Probably
Asari
not, but it
raise
would
their
be
children
nice.
alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Benezia.
I
Union with her own
apologize.
Asari. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by
let
their
me
union.
skip. I apologize. I gotta go through that
Many
again.
Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
That's enough.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I'd like to talk a little bit more. Because I screwed that up, I'm really just gonna pass on here. Oh, nope, we didn't need any Medigel, but nice to check. You can always refill your Medigel at that little station in the med lab. Now we go downstairs, or down elevator, as the case may be. We'll give a quick talk, relatively speaking, to Rex, Ashley, Garrus, and Tali. Yeah, I forgot Tali's name.
So,
nice.
We've got Saren on the run.
We do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Or you can just lay on me, you know, that would be fine.
I know
too.
things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I'm half tempted to yell at her, but...
You don't trust the
it'll be
Alliance's
nice.
allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really.
Personally, I'd
Members
wrestle
of
the
their
bear.
species will
My
always
dog
be
means
more
more to
important to
me.
them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Yeah,
I suppose I can
like
understand
care.
his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
Yeah, you better.
Thanks, Commander.
Alright, no need to go to supplies. We'll move on to Tali, get her information, and then we will get on to the more interesting parts. Of course, if you've never... that wasn't there before. If you never been through the game, at which point I would slap you around a little bit and then tell you to play the damn game because it's that much fun, then maybe this is an interesting part. But...
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
don't know. Your ship is amazing.
I don't know
And your
why I'm
crew's
feeling a
been
little on the
really
tired
great to
side,
me.
but I'm gonna do this
Especially
anyways.
your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy
No.
runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even
I'll
moving.
get to it in a minute.
And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Good enough.
Go.
See you later.
Now, what I was going to mention earlier is apparently I'm trying to keep these playthroughs around an hour long. Now, that may be a little too long. I'm sure people will let me know as I get more subscribers and people maybe take interest in my channel. And people say it's too long, I'll shorten it, whatever. But from what I've seen other people, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour is enough. If you start going too far over 30 minutes, that's when... 30 minutes. What was that, self-prophecy? If you start going too much over an hour, people tend not to like it. So I'm trying to keep these playthroughs at about an hour in length. However, I guess my my movie maker, which I only use the Windows Live right now, because like I said before, I can't afford anything better. Yeah, it tends to not like to render at 1080p. So I had to do the last video in 720. It seemed okay, but when you upload it, anything can happen. And of course, I haven't uploaded it yet. I'm kind of backlogging my videos to give me a little bit of a head start. And so I had to render it in 720. I may have to continue doing that. If things don't look well, then I may cut down the time length. But we shall see. We shall see what happens as time goes on. Like I said, I'm just starting out. So anyone who does come along for the ride, I'm asking you, bear with me as I get down all the technical details and start bringing things together. I'm not very rich, so I won't be getting...
Message coming in.
Boy.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Alright, so just stick with me as I try and bring all the technical aspects together. You know, maybe people can give me pointers, point me in the right direction to things. I'm going to reach out to some of the people I'm subscribed to. I don't really expect them to respond, not because they're jerks, but just because they don't know me. But you never know, you know, so that's kind of what I'm out to do. So just bear with me with that while I still iron out all these technical difficulties. Now, touching on what just happened, getting the mission here. I keep wanting to call it a quest. Technically, it's the same thing, I suppose, but whatever. Getting the mission here, you almost always get the mission when you're going into the system that the mission is to take place. Now, I could go back to the Citadel, find the person, talk to them, and then come back here, but that would be a humongous waste of time. The reality is that you can just continue to go forward, complete the mission, and then go confront the person back at the Citadel when you go back. Yeah, you know, I swear I disabled those notices down bottom, but they keep showing up. I'll look into it later. First, we'll take a look at the asteroid field. I didn't see any blinking lights as I was talking, so no, nothing there. Nope. Yes, I tend to work outward. I start at the innermost planet, and then I work my way outward. I'm terrible at keeping track of things, so this helps me keep track of which planets I'm looking at. Now, the playthrough, it may just be giving me random. Yeah, see, it may just be giving them to me random now, maybe because I got it on upper level. So, I surveyed all these planets and nothing came up. If I was playing on normal, it'd probably pertain to the system I was looking in. So, however it works. Like I said, I don't have to go back to the Citadel. I can just come across the system that has the quest. As a matter of fact, here we got right here, level 1 pressure hazard. That means I can't be outside of the ship too long. Alright, let's go to the debris first. I have no idea why I say debris. I don't know. It's been a habit of mine for a while. Maybe a little loud. We'll soften it up some. Maybe a little bit more. And there we go. Now, before I get out here, I've gone a couple levels, so I should really take care of this. We'll bump up stasis. Yes, okay, we got it. So now we're on the tally. And yeah, we'll give her veteran shotguns. And we'll also take a look at our inventory. I don't know why I have this assault rifle. I know it's not going to be better than anything I have. Shotgun for Rex. I could have sworn I gave Rex a better shotgun. Maybe because I gave him this one, it didn't stick. Now that really could be the case. It's because I gave him the Spectre gear one. It didn't stick. So we'll go with this one, and we'll just turn the Spectre into Omnigel. Unfortunately, I don't have much because of that, so it's probably screwed up a few things. So we'll just do this, and give him the Snowblind rounds. Yeah, I think that's might be what happened. Bro, Rex doesn't use sniper rifles. He uses assault rifles. No, there's the Spectre gun. So why the shotgun? Great. Well, I just... Never mind, it came back. Maybe a minor glitch in the game. Either way, whatever. And he's got the amp, and we have the armor. So, Tally... No, she can't wear any different armor. I don't know if she actually... I've been thinking about it. I don't think she can wear any armor. Tally is shotguns. Very strange. And pistols. Which neither one's an upgrade. I don't know why I keep getting these ones. It's got to be a drawback to the... Shepherd, not even close. This is the one I think I was thinking about, the Scorpion. Actually, the Scorpion and the Mantis are pretty much the same. Can you Omnigel that bitch? Thank you. They're both the same. Very interesting. Nope. Ash. Whatever. Yes, I'm having a really great time with things.
You lead. I'll follow.
Oh, thank you. Combat optics and snowblind. We'll just reduce this stuff to Omnigel. Speaking of which, did we check Tally's upgrades? Rail extension. It's gonna have to do for now, because I don't have anything else. It's alright. Tally is not for my combat. Rex is. So I'm not overtly worried. The stronghold and the anomaly. We'll do the stronghold first. We'll do a circuit. Now, as I said, I could go up and over that peak. You know what? I may try. It looks like there may be an easier path over the peak here. I could just go for the vertical climb. You do it kind of an angle. You can pretty much climb anything in this. Almost anything. But it can be tedious and problematic if you try and find a path that lets you over. It looks like we got somewhat of a slightly more level path here, so we'll take this one. There we go. Yeah, I would say that's a stronghold, alright. Plenty of people outside. And they're already shooting at me. That tower wasn't much help, was it? There's someone over there. I don't know if I can hit them with this. If I can hit them with that. Now that may not actually have killed him. Nope. It's hard to tell at a distance. That cover didn't help you much. So I'm going to head down this way. There's really no danger from these guys. It looks like sniper rifles and assault riflemen. Nothing really too problematic. Let's just eliminate that now. Whee! Hello, that's a Krogan. Oops. Well, we reloaded. We'll just tag him. I wonder if anyone does get out of their vehicles to do this, you know? Ring around the rosy. I get one more, probably in a tower just behind the stronghold here. Oh no! Looks like another Krogan. Deep fried Krogan. I'm sure Rex is the
Cover me.
Alright, let's pull out the sniper rifle. Nothing active yet. So we'll do a quick run. Make sure we're ducked. See, this is what bothers me about these battles. Well, granted, it's a Krogan. I wasn't sure if he was truly down or not. But they'll just walk right up, and they'll like take cover behind there. Like this. See? Now I gotta pull out the shotgun. My shotgun's stronger than yours. Remember that. Ooh, that's strong. Was. I was hoping that would eliminate the guy back there, but no such luck. Now, unless I miss my guess, there is, and I don't even know if I need it. Yeah, Metagel.
Let's go.
We're going. And then there's an upgrade kit over here. Now this, I'm pretty sure, pertains to the mission that we received. You know, go back to... I didn't mean take all. But whatever. It's not a big deal. Another one? Ursa. No, that's not gonna be an upgrade. It's Scorpion 10. We'll check that out. Omnigel, assault rifle. Yeah, this is even better with 360 shields and the 58 physical. You know, I think I'm gonna wear this. Yeah, that works for me. Omnigel. 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 And, see, we got shield modulator. I could do these, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to stick with my shields. So let's check out Rex. The Guardian isn't any better, but again, he has both. He has twin shields as well. And Tali, we don't have anything in here, so let's give her extra shields as well. Works for me. I didn't miss anything in here, did I? Nope. So now we'll go look upstairs. On the Joe. Oops. Yeah, whatever. We will take that. Ah! Whatever. I'll take... I gotta remember, I gotta reduce the stuff I want Omnigel first and then take the rest. I keep forgetting. Derp, 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 derp. So yeah, that side mission where the lady called and told us to meet her at the Citadel, this was it. It was her sister. She was running like a slaver ring or something. And now we can confront her with the evidence when we go back. And finally, to the anomaly. Boy, look at that forward progress. Making blazing speed. Yeah, I don't know why the exclamation point doesn't disappear. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. But I think it's just a glitch in the game. There we go. Now we're getting some momentum. Oh, rock to survey. I'm actually a little concerned that I'm not in my most creative mood today, so I'm not being as entertaining as maybe I was in the other videos. But the problem I have is I don't really know how entertaining I am. For all I know, I could be boring as watching toast. You know? And for me to feel like I'm not even as creative as I used to be, if I was as boring as watching toast, then I just became even more boring. And what is more boring than watching toast? I have no idea. Because I think that's what makes a good YouTube commentator when it comes to games. Not only being able to play the game and put out a quality product and recording it and all that, but also to make the game entertaining. I don't know where I think I'm going. I gotta go back to the Normandy. Alright. Now that was that planet, so we'll continue to work our way outwards. No, you're not going to get to read those. I'm sorry. I'm just discovering stuff for experience. If you want to read them in detail, buy the game. It's worth it. I think I picked up my copy of Mass Effect for 12 bucks. And I even got my copy of Mass Effect 2 for 12 bucks. Alright, so I think we've done all these. So let's take a look at our journal and find a side mission. You have the standard missions, and then these are the assignments, what I like to call side missions. So, sorry, diplomacy, no. Insignia, signs of battle, those data discs, rogue. Ugh. Alright, we'll go do that one. Might as well get it out of the way first. So we go to the local cluster. Sol system. As anyone may know, this is what our system is called. Milky Way, commonly referred to now as the Sol system. So, yep, this is our universe, and as far as I know, there's actually nothing to scan on any of these planets, which is really depressing, but so be it. There's Earth and Luna. Luna is the planet we want to go to, or planetoid, moon, satellite, whatever. Now, the funny thing is that we actually have debris over here as something interesting. Now, the thing I'm wondering about the debris being something interesting is, how is it there and nobody else knows? I mean, it's the moon. You can actually see, it shining right there. How would we not know this? How would we not know this is here? Why is the moon, you know, not more explored? Considering we are traveling the galaxy, you figure the one thing we know a lot about is the frickin' moon. But whatever the case may be. Now that's the other thing too. The rover on every planet, same gravity. Materializes. Why can't I salvage this? I'm not standing in the right spot. Yeah, there we go. Now, use Omnigel. No. Although I will take the shield interface for later. Alright. Actually, the training grounds is this way. Probably better I climb over here. It's a little less steep. Run my way across. Beautiful Earth out tonight. You know, the interesting thing about this is you see that dot right next to Earth. I wonder what that is. Maybe some kind of star, but still. Alright. Yeah, there are turrets on top of these buildings. As annoying as that is. There's a couple over here. And there'll be a couple more. There's a third building. Figure we'd have better defenses. Slow-moving rockets. Alright, that handles the outer defenses. Now we have to go to each one of these freaking bunkers. Yeah, I hope we have enough time for this. I'm not precisely sure when I started this playthrough, but... Alright, the trick to this is these are supposed to get progressively harder as you go. I don't see why I can't have a reduce all to Omni Gel, but whatever. As the defenses get stronger per...
Now it gets fun.
If you say so, this has actually, to me, been one of the more annoying step inside. See if we can get him to start moving. Basically, when you get him to start moving, you want to back up into the hallway. Tali! Tali, get your butt over here. Tali! Ooh, nice little quick draw. Oops. Well, get over here, Rex. Yeah, you can cheese this a little bit, but it's still a pain. Because these guys will just chew through your shields. Like, no tomorrow. Looks like we've only got a couple left. Anyways, that's this bunker. I'll call it defanged, but we're not done with it yet. We'll use the shotgun for this. Just stand back from these and nobody gets
Clear.
Or somehow Tali got poisoned, but whatever. It'll either wear off eventually, or where she gets hurt, I'll use a mana gel and that'll take it away. It's not hurting anything right now. Oop. Yes, the snowblind shots, snowbound, whatever. They slow down the fire rate, but they also reduce enemy accuracy and add damage. So that's one bunker down. I wish there was a faster way out than having to run your way back, because I tend to get lost sometimes, as easy as these places are. Oops, hello. We'll reduce that to Omnigel. I really doubt these are upgrades, just by the name. I should probably do more decryptions, just because I will eventually override probably the amount of Omnigel I have. So we'll knock out one more bunker, and then we'll call the playthrough, and we shall pick up on the next one, I think, just for time's sake.
Perimeter clear.
Thank you. It won't be for long. You know, like average decryption I can do overrides for most of the time without a lot of difficulty. And another round of drones. Now, I'm going to do this in advance. I'm going to keep Tali there and Rex there. They're moving. Shot me. Looks like he's gonna come around this way. Looks like there's a lot of them coming around that way. Shield boost. Just in time. Sit down. And I still got my immunity if it got real bad. Alright, let's rally up.
That's the last of them.
And shotgun it. Yes, and now these put up these ridiculous biotic shields. So now that if I want now to get out of here and to get through other doors, oops, I have to blow through the shields. Gets a little annoying. Yeah, so I have to just try and shoot around the shields. Because if I don't get him in one shot, the worst that happens is it takes an extra shot, which I'm doing anyways. Alright. Now we'll just make our way out of this bunker. I don't know why. See, it came off Rex, the poisoning, but Tali will remain blinking. Even after I quit and reload, it will continue to blink. So I think that's a bug in the game, because it happened last game. Every time I'd log in after Liara, who I played on my last playthrough, if you watch my Renegade clips, you'd seen her. her life bar constantly remained green every time I'd load in until she'd get hurt with an Omni Jump. Then it would take it away. Then I'd load in the next game, it'd be green again. So, I don't know. Alright, so there's 2 bunkers knocked down with 1 more bunker to go. Like I said, I didn't mark exactly when I started, but I'm pretty sure we're closing in on our 1 hour mark. So, even if we're not even 45 minutes, just, you know, so I know that I'm within the time limit, I'm going to stop here. When I come back, we will continue on taking out the other bunker, and then we will continue on our side missions. If this episode hasn't been as entertaining as other ones, I know I have talked a little less. I do apologize. I haven't had as much to talk about, I think, as I normally do, and I don't know, my mind's been a little slow. I didn't get a lot of good sleep last night. I kept getting woken up by my wife and my niece were playing around in the room and whatnot, and they kept waking me up, and that puts me in not the best frame of mind. But, you know, I can't complain. It's my niece, so. Anyways, folks, when we come back, we shall continue. I already said that, so I'm being redundant. Anyways, this is One Big Bugger. Mass Effect playthrough. Paragon Shepherd. I shall see you next time.